Hello. So what you're going to do with your simple shapes drawing is you are going to be using coffee or tea. Like in this case I'm using coffee, but you could also use like a black tea bag and make tea. And then I also have a container of water, and I have a napkin so I can absorb water if it gets too out of control. So what you're going to do is look at your image. So I can see I have my little image of my panda here. And I'm going to just start looking at where the areas are darkest, and I am going to first start building those up because they're going to require a few more layers because the coffee will gradually need to be built up to get a more rich dark color. So I'm just going in first, and I am putting in my darkest areas. So I'm looking at the photograph and seeing where do I see the darkest darks. And I'm just going to come in there and start laying in a value. So when you did your portrait, you were using value as well, but you were doing it with graphite, which is a little bit different. And in this project, I want you to just practice with using a wet material to add value. And then you'll be doing a more involved painting and applying this another time to a bigger drawing based on either your still life or a photograph of your choice. So I'm just coming in here and I see these little hairs coming up, so I'm going to just come in there and start building those up. And if I want it to be a little lighter, like I might want to just put like a slightly lighter wash of color on this back area and not have it as saturated. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water to that, and what that's going to do is it's going to put down a tone that will lay a soft value in there. So I'm diluting the coffee with the water so that it doesn't get dark too fast. Alright, another medium that you can use to add color to your drawing is tea. So here I have taken a couple tea bags and some hot water, and I have created a nice brew of tea. And then I'm going to just start coming in, and just as I did with the coffee, I am going to start adding value to my drawing. So I'm just going to come in lightly, start putting in where the shadows are. And once again, if you want to dilute the pigment, add a little bit of water, and you can see how that just like thins that out so it's not too dark. But if I know that an area is going to be fairly dark, I can just come in there and start adding right away. The last technique I'm going to show you is using a marker. So you could just use a Crayola or any water-based marker that you have, and just simply take a piece of plastic. It could be like a plastic bag, it could be packaging from something that you bought, and once you have it on the plastic, you're going to be able to add water to it and make it into paint. So it's a very easy way to take that marker and make it into a material that you can move around more easily and start setting in your values. So and this would work with any one of the markers that are in the pack, like any color you want. And you're just going to use the water again to sort of just loosen the pigment, but also be able to create more transparent color. So you can lessen the saturation by adding a little bit more water.